San Antonio, a city on the move, rich in beautiful natural resources, rich in history, a city with the perfect combination of the new and the old. Here in San Antonio, people recognize the importance of preserving a heritage that has helped mold a charm and personality unique to the world. It's probably one of the few places where people would rally to save a building that had been vacant for years. Now, you may wonder why in the world would anyone want to save, let alone move, a 1,650-ton brick building, built back in 1906.
It's one of the few examples of a building that's in the exact condition almost as when it was built. It's deteriorated, but it's never been renovated substantially on the upper floors, which provides us a real unique opportunity to go in and preserve that character.
It was back in 1980 when the Fairmount looked like it was doomed for the bulldozers. That is, until one of the best organized conservation societies in the nation stepped in. The San Antonio Conservation Society bargained for enough time to move the historic building. Almost immediately, work started on the largest move ever attempted on wheels.
Structural elements that carry this end wall.
Rusty Gorman is part of a highly talented crew from Emmert International. For almost 2 months prior to the move, Rusty has been getting the 3 million pound structure ready. By mid-March, the building was separated from the foundation and steel supports were in place underneath. Dollies and jacks used to lift the Fairmount were ready to do just that. It's a process called shoring. It requires a sophisticated hydraulic system and no less than 800,000 pounds of timbers. As moving day grows nearer, the Fairmount is reinforced with steel beams and cables to ensure that it will hold together during the move. And the route which it will travel is inspected. Additional support is added to the Market Street Bridge. Everything checks out okay, and the final go-ahead is given to move the Fairmount from Commerce Street onto Bowie, then turn down Market, cross the bridge, and finally make the turn onto Alamo Street and proceed to its new home. Talking about it is one thing. Now it's time to really move it. At 3:02 Saturday afternoon, the 79-year-old hotel rolls no more than a foot or so. A small dent in the project, but enough to delight onlookers. And as the Fairmount made its way onto Commerce Street, there was praise for the people involved in saving a part of San Antonio's past.
Well, there's no question, but the San Antonio is getting a lot of credit for its conservation activities across the country as a result of this project. It's drawing a lot of attention to what we've known for a long time, and that is that there's a very strong conservation ethic here.
By the end of Saturday, the intersection at Bowie and Commerce was cleared, and crews had begun to take timbers to the new location. The end of the first long, grueling day, a day in which success was measured in inches. Sunday, March 31st. How do you turn a 3 million pound, 3-story brick building? Obviously, very slowly, very gently, and with precise maneuvering of the dollies which support the building.
We'll make the first pull from where they are because it'll only take about 10 feet and it'll be around. See, and then you start pointing the first ones around. You take that end truck off and bring it around to this side and hook Brutus onto it. And Brutus will pull from over here to help this corner get around.
But turn it they did, and onto Market Street the Fairmount came. April 1st. Early morning on the third day of the move of the Fairmount Hotel, the hotel just in the background on Market Street, about to be pulled over the Market Street Bridge. Terry Emmert of Emmert International has been checking under the bridge this morning, making certain that the last of the shoring is in place and that the bridge will withstand the weight of the building. We expect that move should be getting underway in a short time, and once the hotel is over the bridge, then it's an easy pull down to the South Alamo Street corner, and then, of course, the slow negotiation of that corner on the final turn. The Market Street Bridge over the famed San Antonio Riverwalk was never intended to carry weight of this type, but today it will make engineering history. The hotel is pulled to the edge of the bridge, and the trucks are moved forward so that the building will spend as little time as possible actually on the bridge. Underneath the bridge, the city safety inspector has wedged a glass bottle. If it breaks, it means the bridge is giving way. But within minutes, the excitement of Emmert's crew indicates there is no problem. Across it goes, hurdling one of the biggest obstacles, a feat that ends in celebration. Everyone rallies behind the Fairmount, wishing it good luck, and everyone agrees they've never seen anything quite like this.
Well, I believe this would be one of the wonders of the world, and I really believe it.
It's really something. I'll tell you, something like we've never seen before. Something we'll probably never see again in this part of the country.
In the day, the turn onto South Alamo Street is complete, and the Fairmount is now into the home stretch, somewhat behind schedule. Like the two before it, today has been long yet highly successful. Tuesday, April 2nd. With much of the hardest work behind them, today is spent moving the Fairmount the rest of the way down South Alamo Street and parking it in front of the new site. Materials for the new foundation are still being brought in. It is apparent the project will remain slightly behind the original schedule. Wednesday, April 3rd. Come Wednesday, Emmert International's crew begins adjusting the dollies for the turning and backing of the Fairmount onto its new foundation. It's another tedious and extremely difficult step toward the hotel's new address, 401 South Alamo Street. It's that tradition of preserving the best of the old that has given San Antonio its world-renowned uniqueness.